after experiencing your own health challenges, you said, you know what? I'm going to create Cook to Live.
Yes. And Cook to Live, the whole idea came by because I'm thinking, we eat good food. I mean, in our community, we know the food is good.
Mm-hmm.
But are we eating for taste? Are we eating for family? Are we eating for nutrition? And I feel that in our community, we're eating for taste. And basically, when you cook food and you cook it down to the pulp, too much cooking, it kills everything in the food. It kills all the enzymes. It kills everything. So when you're eating, you need foods that have live enzymes. Live enzymes. When you cook the things down too much, it has nothing left.
That's very interesting because I take enzymes to help me break the food down.
They're cooking to death. They're not cooking to live.
Right. I can't eat shit. Hello, and welcome back to season 2 of I Can't Eat Shit podcast. I'm your host, actress, comedian Shondalia White. And yes, people, I can't eat shit, and you know the shit is annoying. I started I Can't Eat Shit podcast because I was secretly ill for many years. People asked me a lot of questions about it, so now I'm healed and I'm ready to talk about it. You can check out my solo journey in season 1. But for season 2, I'm spicing it up a little bit, and I'm bringing in some friends and experts to help me talk about these things. And today, I have the amazingly talented vegetarian chef, health coach, founder of Cook to Live and Fuchsia Dance, Funmilayo Chesney.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
That's right. You can't eat shit because the shit's going to get you.
And we'll be talking about cooking to live and using food as medicine. So let's get into it. Funmi, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, it's so nice to finally meet you.
I know, finally.
Just so everyone knows, I know Funmi because she was actually part of my sister's healing journey, Aisha Reese, and you can check out her episode. It was earlier in the season. But I just had to have her on because you are everything that this podcast is about. You are a healer. You're a chef. You have healed yourself. There's so many things that you deal with the natural healing journey. And you know all about food, nutrition, and health. And I'm just so grateful to have you here. So thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
I think just so you know, I've dealt with chronic inflammation. I've gone through a lot of different diet changes because even right now I'm dealing with insulin resistance and I'm trying to figure out what is spiking it. So I kind of have hit like a keto sort of modified diet because I already can't eat shit. So I can't go too crazy, but it's been helping me figure things out with the help of my acupuncturist and dealing with autoimmune issues and so much more. So I wanted to just jump right in and ask you, why did you begin Cook to Live and what exactly is it?
Okay, so starting out as a child in South America, the diet was highly meat-based, milk, cheese. There were veggies and fruits, but a lot of the veggies were cooked. And ended up getting a couple of things happened to me. I had asthma, and then I had thyroid problems. I had a goiter growing right here at the base of my neck. Had very bad acne, and I was overweight.
Wow.
I left South America at about 13 years old, came to the United States, and I was very, very determined to try to figure out what to do and how to take care of myself. So I started reading. And I read a book called Back to Eden by Jethro Cross. And in the book, it says, your body becomes a graveyard for all the flesh that you eat and bury there. And for me, it was a moment, it was a light bulb moment for me because, first of all, I was very scared of burial grounds. And to think of, growing up, they gave us very scary stories about burial grounds. And so I was always like, oh my God, my body is a burial ground for the flesh that I eat and bury there. That was too much for me. So I stopped eating meat. I went cold turkey. I stopped eating meat. And I stopped eating milk. I stopped eating cheese. I stopped eating eggs. I stopped eating all dairy things. And eggs definitely was one of them, even though it's not dairy, but it's definitely something that I stopped. And then I started juicing. And all of those things. And then I also had a colon cleanse. And I noticed that I started losing weight, and I noticed that the asthma subsided. And that was it for me. And I've been on this health quest since 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. And it was a blessing that my body showed me the effects of my diet earlier in my life, because it really saved me from probably not being that sick right now. It saved me because I started working in it, and I was aware of it. Some people will see problems and not deal with it. I dealt with it immediately. Had a lot of problems with my family because they were very upset that I stopped eating meat. They thought I would get sick. They didn't realize that you can get proteins and all the things you need from a vegetable source. They did not know. So now they do. And many come to me for consultation because they learn that food is medicine. And we have to be our own doctors. We have to start in our kitchen. Right there in the kitchen, that's actually called our lab. That's the lab. That's where we do everything to nourish our bodies, mind, body, and spirit. That's when we go into the kitchen. So, yes.
That's fantastic. So after experiencing your own health challenges, you said, you know what? I'm going to create Cook to Live.
Yes. And Cook to Live, the whole idea came by because I'm thinking, we eat good food. I mean, in our community, we know the food is good. But are we eating for taste? Are we eating for family? Are we eating for nutrition? And I feel that in our community, we're eating for taste. And basically, when you cook food and you cook it down to the pulp, too much cooking, it kills everything in the food. It kills all the enzymes. It kills everything. So when you're eating, you need foods that have live enzymes. When you cook the things down too much, it has nothing left.
That's very interesting because I take enzymes to help me break the food down.
They're cooking to death. They're not cooking to live.
Right.
They're cooking dead things too. Dead matter, dead flesh. And so we are in a living body. So we need to eat foods that are alive. To kind of align with the fact that we have a live, living body.
What foods would you say were like just maybe top 3 or 4 foods that you feel like they're the prime foods that are alive that you should have in your diet somehow?
I feel sea vegetables, number 1. Sea vegetables are excellent. Sea vegetables are an excellent source of minerals, of high quality proteins. They're a high source of enzymes, vitamins, and they are full of antioxidants. Sea vegetables have an alkalizing effect on the body. And see what it is when our bodies become acidic, then that's where the inflammation takes over. When you alkalize your system, disease cannot grow in an alkaline environment. It will not live. So I find that sea vegetables helps to detoxify our systems. It also, and research has shown that sea vegetables are beneficial for treating cancer, for treating autoimmune disease, for treating heart disease, hypertension, radioactive heavy metal waste in the body, joint pains, inflammation. Really, it really is an amazing thing for inflammation. It has antiviral properties, and it's a function of the thyroid. It helps with that, and so that was the first thing. There are so many sea vegetables out there. I mean, there's the basic when you're doing sushi. That's that's a sea vegetable that's wrapped in.
Yeah.
But there's dulce, there's jiki, there's arame. Those are like the top threes. Okay, there's agar, which is really an amazing sea vegetables. And the reason why, when you're replacing all those things, when your body is eating foods that are not good for the body, for example, sugar, white rice, white flour, white sugar, alcohol. When you're eating that on a regular, sodas, when you're eating those things, the body leaches your minerals in the blood through your urine and through your feces. So literally, if you're doing a lot of white rice, you're doing a lot of sugar, if you're doing a lot of those types of foods, as it goes into your body can't read it, especially the processed food. It can't read it. So basically it goes in, and then it takes away, as it's leaving the body, it's taking away, it's stripping and leaching your minerals in your body, in the blood, right? The potassium, the magnesium, the calcium, the iron gets leached if you're not eating proper foods. And then how you know that it's leached is that you start craving sugar.
Yeah.
If you're craving sugar, this is a first sign that your cells are not nourished. Your cells are starving. It's like you're eating, your stomach feels full, but it's not nourishing your body.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. And it's just funny because I didn't realize what was happening to me over the years, but literally almost everything you just said, I dealt with that because at that time I was eating a lot of sugar. I had no idea.
Your body was starving. You're starving.
Yep.
Cells are trying to tell you, giving you a message.
Yeah, and my body, by the time that I had like a super acidic body, I was just vomiting all the time.
Yeah.
My body was just like, that's it. And doctors, they'll just give you antibiotics and it doesn't help a thing.
It's a Band-Aid, man. It's a Band-Aid.
It didn't even help. It didn't even do one thing too. And I was like, they're just giving me this. They're just like, here.
It also makes you resistant to antibiotics when you really get sick.
And that exactly. And which is why that's exactly why, because at that time I was constantly getting sinus infections. I was dealing with yeast. I was overproduction for nothing. I wasn't doing anything. And I was like, so something's wrong internally. And I need to go to someone that will help me get to the root of the problem, because clearly it has nothing to do with it's like I've done something to my body and now it's just like reacting.
Yes.
It doesn't know what to do.
Yes, absolutely.
You also have incorporated fuchsia into your practice with Cook to Live, correct?
Absolutely. Because movement is necessary. Movement helps to activate the lymphatic system, which helps to get rid of waste from the body. So if you're dealing with an acidic system, the movement will help to clear it. And also, as you're putting in alkalizing it, it's helping the lymphatic system to clear it. And the lymphatic system can be cleared just by tapping. You can tap under your armpit. 1, 2, 3. 36 times. 36 times. You can tap the groin area. 36 times. You can tap the back of your knees 36 times. You can in here, all up in here. You can, work it with a guashi stone. The guashi stone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, those are great to help to clear out. And that's all clearing things out of your system. And it activates the lymphatic system to flush it out of your body.
Yes.
So those are really important. So the movement, when I move, I'm very aware of those things and I activate those areas with my students.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's such a nice combination. So with the Cook to Live, you're dealing with and having like specialty diets for these clients. you're creating that with them. And then you incorporate that movement that clears out that lymphatic system to help like almost detox the
Absolutely.
body.
Absolutely.
Wow. I love that. What a great idea.
And then another way to alkalize the body, and I usually say change your water, change your life. Very important in autoimmune to really cut down on plastics, because everything that we're eating has plastic. So you need to methodically go through your house, get rid of anything plastic and get glassware instead, especially if you're dealing with this situation. Also, get a Kangen filter or any other filter that's going to filter out and give you alkaline water. Because if you cannot eat the alkaline foods, then at least every time you drink water, you're drinking alkaline water, then you're sort of like, leveling things out.
I've heard a lot of things about alkaline water, and I'm not sure how you would approach it because, they have different, like percentages or something with it and, different, can you talk a little bit more about alkaline water?
Yeah. Alkaline water is, you get an ionizer or something for that. And, it's just what it does. It helps to get rid of the acidity in the water. And, yeah. And, it's you get a filter. The one that I use is called a Kangen filter. They're expensive. I say the price points are pretty high. I think the one that I have is about $1,800, but I got this 10 years ago.
Wow.
But right now it's about $2,300 to start out. But can I tell you, is one of the best investments that you can make in your life. It's an investment, and then you never have to buy all the bottled water anymore. You just fill your glass
canister,
with this, and you will notice a health difference. Absolutely, skin will glow, everything will just clear up, and it's a game changer. So a filter, the right filter, is a game changer.
I was going to ask, do you think also like if you live in a home or even maybe for the faucets, like I was thinking about, how just because you're washing especially in Los Angeles, our water is horrible and you can feel it. And so, I've had like the water softeners that I have, but I've been really, I've been thinking about another variation, like basically up leveling it. Like, do I just need to go ahead and invest in a filter for the house?
Absolutely invest in a filter. Absolutely. The interesting thing about the filter, we have to change the filter. So when I change it, honey, you should see all the metal in there. Clumps of metal. And there's metal in the water. And when metal goes into your body, it has nowhere to go. And it stays it lodges in your joints. Hence, you have rheumatoid arthritis. It lodges in your brain. Hence, you have dementia later on. So, it's very hard to clear metal from the body. And so if the water has metal and plastic. So there's one thing, fasting can help to clear the system. Also, the sea vegetable, the agar helps to get rid of radioactive material in the gut, and it can help to draw some of the metals out of your system. But that takes fasting and cleaning and clearing, because fasting is another way to help to detox your body. Because when your body is fasting, it's no longer focusing on digestion; it's focusing on cleansing and healing. So if you just stop eating, it's not going to kill us. Stop eating. You're dealing with something, stop eating. Start using your herbs like burdock root, yellow dock root, all of the herbs that will help to do aggressive blood cleansing. Another great thing for aggressive blood cleansing, spirulina. Excellent, because it has chlorophyll. And it's from the ocean. It's a sea algae. Of course, we know anything in the ocean is powerful for us. And incidentally, when we're born, the water that we sit in our mom's stomach is like seawater. It's the same pH. So we came from the ocean, basically, in our mother's womb. And so anything from the ocean, especially when it comes to sea vegetables and that type of stuff, aligned. It helps us to heal.
I'm glad you mentioned just fasting in general. What are your views on detoxing? Like, what's the difference between fasting and detoxing?
Okay, fasting is detoxing.
Okay.
Because as you're fasting, you're cleansing. Your body is focusing on cleansing. Because the body is not focusing on digesting food. It's not working on digesting and breaking food down. So when you're not eating, that's the best time to actually take the herbs and all of the extra punches that you want to add to your body. So it's almost like, let's say an analogy that I give my clients are, you put your dishes in the sink on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday. You never wash. You just leave them there, right? The same as your bathroom. You take showers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You never clean it. There's going to be a buildup of dirt. There's going to be crud. There's going to be mildew, all kinds of stuff. That's the same with the body. You have to clear it out. You have to take time to not eat. Only way to clear it out is to not eat. Drink a lot of water, or do a fast that's like a juice fast, or do a fast where you clear out butter and fats and all of these types of things, and just do straight food, or just do a fruit fast. There are many different types of fasts, but the best one is water fast. Where you're not, or just herbs, specific herbs that you're using based on what you're trying to work on. One of the main herbs that I think is amazing for detoxing is burdock root, yellow dock root. Those two, very good. Aloe vera, very good. Anything bitter that we don't love is what's great to use. No sugar, no honey, no agave, nothing. You have to go straight and plain. That's what we need.
That's almost whenever I have, like, when I'm ill or I have some, like a flare up or something of inflammation, I basically do that. I don't, no sugar, nothing I go very plain down to the bare minimum. If I have like a stomach bug, same thing. It's like that. Really barely anything diet. It's like so bland. The most bland that you can get is where I'm living.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, we hear a lot about what we shouldn't eat. How horrible American food is, despite the FDA, they're not doing their job, and whoever else is in charge of our stuff. And gut health issues or autoimmune disorders are on a rise, basically. I feel like everyone is dealing with it right now.
Yeah, because the diet is shit.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
SHIT, hon. It's bad.
Yes. So what do you think because we're dealing with those things, what are 3 major things that we can incorporate into our diet and lifestyle to basically combat that?
Okay. Apple cider vinegar.
I just started doing that.
That's one thing. Lemons.
Okay.
These are all things that will alkalinize the system.
Oh.
It alkalinize the system. It gets rid of the acidity in the system. And I would say ginger or turmeric. They're in the same family, but those things are amazing. You have to have those in your kitchen all the time.
I have that. I use it pretty much in most
And there's one more to add to the list, cayenne pepper.
Oh, I can't do it.
Okay.
But yes, I do know it does, because when I could do it, it helped a lot. I have like a sensitivity to peppers in general, not spice.
I got you.
Yeah.
But I learned that.
That
your lining of your your stomach was kind of eroded,
Yeah.
it would make sense. Yes.
Yeah. So you think that's where it came from because I like burnt the lining out my stomach?
Yeah, you burned the lining out of your stomach because you were eating a lot of acidic foods.
Yes.
You never really did a washout or a fast or anything. But that's not your fault. The diet here in the United States is really bad. I mean, I have to tell you, from traveling around the world, we have one of the worst diets.
It's awful.
Too many fast foods, too much processed foods. Yep. Everything is quick. I'm sorry. It's not.
I can't even do. That's why I started my cooking segments. Like, I just can't even. I have to cook all the time now because I can't go out to get food.
Yeah, I cook every day, morning, noon, and night, and my kitchen is my lab. And my friends know me. I go out with them. I don't drink alcohol because that's the worst you can do is alcohol. Forget it.
Yeah, I had to start cutting back on that too. I'm almost there, fully done.
You got to stop that altogether. That's
yeah.
And so I travel around with food. I always have a snack in my bag. I always have something that I can eat because I don't want to be antisocial with friends. Yep. So I'll still go out, but then they'll see me go in my bag and I'm pulling out something. And yeah.
You pull out a full meal.
I pull stuff out all the time, girl. I love kombucha. So I like kombuchas. And
do you make it yourself?
I make kombucha. I also make something called Rejuvelac, which is also amazing.
Oh, nice.
I should have shared that with you. Rejuvelac is an amazing enzyme-packed drink that you can make with grains. Or can you eat grains?
Yes, I can.
All of them?
I don't think all of them, but some, because I'm realizing some are messing with maybe that's seeds. Because I have like hormonal acne.
For the hormonal stuff, you want to use maca root. Add maca root to your life.
What is maca root?
It's a root, and there's powder from it. And this, what it does, it helps to normalize you.
Oh.
Yes.
Then I definitely need that. Let's normalize some of these hormones.
I'm telling you.
And I think also it's me as well as like, because of my career and everything, like not getting the proper amount of sleep. And just, I do feel like I'm a lot better now. I can't say because I've cut back on a lot of things due to health. And one thing I can say, the more sleep I get, the less I notice it. But since I've been playing around with the modified keto, basically, I have noticed when I implement certain things back, I'm feeling it in my face. And I was like, oh, okay, so this has been affecting my acne. And I didn't know, like my face starts itching right along the jawline.
Wow.
Right away. I'm very in tune with my body. So I know when stuff is throwing it off now because I didn't have a choice. I had to do, like you said, I went through the naturopath route and I had to do all types of detoxing and it was all type of stuff to get me to a normal state.
Jump into a sauna as often as you can.
Okay.
Because, or do massive sweat. You need to sweat at least 4 times a week.
Oh, then I definitely need to.
So if you can jump into a gym to sweat, jump into a sauna so you can sweat because sweating is also part of detoxing. Another way of detoxing is dry skin brushing. Get a dry bristle brush and you just, before you take a shower, dry brush your skin. And make sure when you brush, you're brushing up, not down, up towards the heart. And then bring everything towards the heart. Just brush. And what this does, again, it activates the lymphatic system.
Oh, and are you brushing kind of light? Because I remember I went to get a massage.
You can get a dry brush. You can get the soft brush. You can get the medium brush, the hard brush. It don't matter. I mean, I do the hard one because I know it's really doing job.
You're like, they did a hard one on me at the spa, and I was like, oh.
You see my skin? Okay. My
I
skin.
mean, your skin is glowing,
I don't
honey.
wear makeup or nothing. I mean, I do some eye stuff, but I don't wear foundation or
We
nothing.
see it. We wish we had the flawless skin, honey. I was like, oh, she glowing. I need this. I need this in my life. I definitely want the natural glow again.
Well, bring me to where you are, and I will do a Cook to Live interactive workshop where we actually, and that's what the workshop started. Is a Cook to Live interactive, where I do give you the lecture, and then we go into the kitchen and cook.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, we go in and we do all the stuff, and the stuff that we're cooking is stuff that I already made, and you're gonna eat in a minute. But we go in the kitchen and people get to actually, because that's part of it. You have to touch your food.
Yeah.
We have so much energy, so much, you eat in a restaurant, you're not healing yourself with that.
No. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, we'll have to talk about that because
I would love to come and do it.
That's
yes.
a great idea. I would
Yes.
love that. And I know there's people that would love that too. So
Yes.
we'll definitely, I'll have to talk to my co-producer. We'll put a pin in that and set something up for sure. How important, you said that sleep is really important in the recovery process. And is it just because it allows your body to be still?
Yeah, you're still, and then you're also working on healing. It's a time when your body is fasting, you're not eating or doing anything. You're healing and repairing when you're sleeping. And if you don't get enough sleep, you cannot repair and you cannot heal. So, for example, I work out a lot. I go to the gym. I'm also dancing. If I'm not sleeping properly, how my muscles are going to heal and repair and all of the things that I need to happen. It's just not going to happen effectively enough. And with a buildup of not enough sleep, disease can start.
November 1st is National Stress Awareness Day. So do you have any tips on things to eat to reduce chronic stress?
Oh, yeah. In reference to things you can eat to reduce stress, it would be the same as the things you would eat to reduce inflammation. Because when you have more inflammation, then you feel more stressed.
Okay.
So basically, the things to eat would be fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. I don't know if you can eat nuts.
Some of them, not all of them, but
which ones can you eat?
I can do almonds. I can do walnuts, pecans.
Okay. And then all of your bees. Your B complex, anything that so take B complex supplements, or if you want to just get the bees from food, I don't know if you do bee pollen.
Bee pollen, yeah, I've actually had that and I've been fine.
Okay, so bee pollen would be a great stress reliever because it has bees, and what bees does, it helps your body deal with stress a little better.
Oh wow.
There is also brewer's yeast. This is another food that has a lot of bees in it. So vitamin B is the thing that anything that has vitamin B, high vitamin B content, will help your body manage stress a little better.
Now, this makes complete sense why I deal with chronic stress, because my body has issues absorbing vitamin B for some reason.
There you go.
And this makes so much sense. I'm like, oh, this is why I'm constantly, like, when I take a supplement, it's not enough, so I tend to do it with food. Right. I can feel it more.
So do the bee pollen. The bee pollen is like a superior food. It's powerful. And bee propolis. If you ever have a sore throat or something like that, you just spray it in the back of your throat. Boom. Sore throat. Wow. Especially as soon as you feel it, spray the bee propolis in the back of your throat.
Okay. I'm a voice actor, so I'm always like overusing my voice. So yes. Oh, that's a great tip. Oh,
and of course, the others, exercise and meditation and all of those things, massage, those things help to reduce stress. But as far as taking stuff internally, I would say your bees, juicing, beets, those types.
I love juicing beets.
Celery, carrots, cucumbers, radishes. Eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables, which are anti-cancerous. Vegetables in the cruciferous families would include radishes, cauliflower, broccoli, bok choy. These are all foods that really help to deal with stress.
I do the bok choy and the radishes for sure. For some reason I can't do the cauliflower. It gives me inflammation for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's so
but
odd.
They're all in the same family. It should not have, but you know.
Yeah, it's like I was like, I don't know why it randomly does that, and some broccolis do, but the broccolis they give me like really big bloating.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And it hurts so bad.
Which is fine because cabbage. That's another.
Oh, and cabbage. Yep.
That's another member of the cruciferous family. These are all anti-cancers. Food. I would say. I know I went off of my thoughts. So what were you saying?
I was talking about how the cruciferous vegetables, they actually, some of them, not all, give me like really bad bloating, and one was the broccoli. So I have to
if you're bloating the cruciferous, it means your colon needs to be cleansed.
Oh.
So it's got your colon's got stuff in there, and it's activating with it, and it's bloating you, and that's a sign that you need a colon cleanse.
Well, that makes sense.
Have you ever had a colonic?
I have not.
That you need to check what that is, and
okay,
colonic will clear out your lower intestines. It goes and it gets rid of all the old stuff, old shit in your body. So basically, let's get into that part. If you're eating 3 meals a day, 3 solid meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you need to go to the bathroom for colonic irrigation 3 times a day. 3 times a day. Because every time you eat, it's supposed to activate your colon to go to the bathroom. Right? And then when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to go. And then when you eat lunch, you're supposed to go. And when you eat dinner, you're supposed to go. There's nothing wrong with going so many times. Because that's how the body's supposed to act. Now, if you're eating 3 solid meals a day and you're going to the bathroom once a day, so in the week, you've gone 7 times. What happened to the other 14 meals?
Yeah. I get constipated.
They're in there. And then after 48 hours or so, it gets reabsorbed. The nutrients that you're eating in your body gets reabsorbed into your bloodstream by way of your colon lining. If your colon lining is not happening, you will not be able to absorb nutrients effectively.
Yes.
And so the key is to build back up that lining, because that's the key to our health. The colon is the key to our health. Okay?
Oh, then I definitely need to look into this because I have had issues absorbing nutrients.
Yeah. So and it would make sense because you said your lining was messed up.
It was really, I went to
inflamed.
The epitome. if I didn't find some help, I was on my way to like cancer. I went that far because I had no idea.
Cancer begins in the colon. And the thing about the colon, that's where the body absorbs nutrients. Is also where the body absorbs waste. Releases waste. So it's 2 things going on simultaneously: absorption, release. And if that balance is off, then your health is going to be compromised.
Yeah.
So the Rejuvelac that I was telling you about, that has active lactobacillus in there. If you drink that, it will help to rebuild your lining.
Oh, this colon. Is great.
And or anything that has lactobacillus will help to rebuild your colon. And what the fascinating thing about this body that God created is that every 7 years, all our cells are renewed. Right? And if you're actively and intentionally trying to eat correctly and do all those things, in 7 years, all your cells will be renewed and you can heal very completely,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the body is amazing. So at the age of 7, our cells are 1 year old. At the age of 14, our cells are 2 because they're rebuilt every 7 years.
Yes.
So with diet and also with diet, the change you feel the change right away. But the complete cycle is 7 years.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing this lifestyle?
I would say consistently since 2022.
All right, so you've got in 2029, if you complete this whole thing, you should have no more problems.
Yes. Okay, I'm looking
As long as
forward
you
to
don't,
that.
as long as you don't pedal back.
Yeah, I have had, once you deal with stuff for so long, you're like, that's it. I'm gonna stop playing with this. Like I just want to, and I'm in such a great place right now. My gut is healed, but I'm at those last little bits of things where it's like, oh, okay, that's actually causing me inflammation and I didn't know.
And
Oh,
also you can notice inflammation by always looking back when you go to the bathroom. When you go for number 2, look back. See what the
yes,
hell your stool looks like.
yes,
If it's sticking to the side of the bowl, it's inflammation. It's something that you're eating that's not right. It's supposed to go down. It's supposed to be like a S shape, like that. And it's not supposed to, like when you wipe, it's not supposed to be anything on the paper, really.
yes.
But if it's mushy, if it's soft, if it's just not together properly,
Mm-hmm.
inflammation, that's your sign right there.
Yeah, I had to, when I was in the middle of really healing my gut, I had to do nothing but stool tests constantly because I it was never normal. Like I always had inflammation. Now I can happily say that I rarely have it. And I know when I have it because of that, like you said, where it's like,
Absolutely.
okay, wait a minute, it's like, it's wet, or
Yes.
it's like mush, it's too mushy, or it's
Yeah.
burning.
Not
And
good. If it's watery, not good. That means something
yeah,
did not. That means it didn't digest, and that means you never got any nutrients from whatever you ate.
what it was. And
It
yes, and
just
this
came
is,
right through. That's it, because it didn't get absorbed from the lining of the colon.
oh, I'm really looking forward to this now. I can't wait to do this colon cleanse. I'm looking forward to it because I've done all the other stuff, but I've never done that. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll
It's
be
aggressive. It's aggressive but with you, I would say talk to your doctor and see what they say. And if you don't want to do that aggressive, the next thing you can do is fast,
Mm-hmm.
and then the night of the fast, right? Do an enema.
The enema makes you poop, right?
Do an enema the night of the fast, because the fasting is cleansing, and then the enema does the extra cleanse. Clear out whatever is there.
Okay.
That's really good. And if you fast once a week consistently and you keep doing that, incredible. The only thing about fasting is that you have to prepare. You have to prepare for the fast, and you have to break the fast as well, the same way you prepared. So when you're preparing to fast, you eat less. You start clearing out certain things so that your body is not shocked into all of a sudden you're eating like 3 meals a day before, and then now you're fasting.
Yeah.
You're going to get a headache. It's all kinds of stuff. You have to prepare to fast.
I see.
And then when you fast, the day of the fast, you do the enema. The next day, you're coming back into eating. You don't eat another 3 meals a day. You go slowly. You have some soup. You know what I mean? And then the following day, which is the 4th day, that's when you can eat back to your regular way. So exactly 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
The day preparing for the fast, the day of the fast, the day after the fast, and then the next day is when you start eating.
Wow, this is great.
And I think another wonderful way to remain healthy and never have this thing happen again, do intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So you fast, like for example, I intermittent fast every day. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not eating anything until 2:00.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives yourself all of that time for your body to clean out and clear out. Just drink a lot of water during that period of before you eat, so that any leftover of anything, you're clearing it out.
I see.
And then you eat within a certain window, which maybe I eat from like 2 to 8, and then after that you stop. And
Okay.
I find that intermittent fasting is wonderful for autoimmune and for any sort of issues like that.
This is great. I just have a couple more questions before we move to the next segment. November is also Movember, where it's the Men's Health Awareness Month. Are there anything that are different for a man that they should pay attention to versus a woman? In regards to nutrition, is there something they should be thinking about while they're going through that whole health kick, just getting more in touch with their gut health? Is there anything besides some of the things you've already mentioned?
Men may need something like yohimbe bark, ginseng. These are Chinese. Yohimbe bark is an African herb, which will be great for enhancing men's libido and energy. And also ginseng, which is a Chinese herb, is great for men as well. And then everything else that the women do is fine for me.
Okay. And any last points you want to make or recommendations or anything you would like to say about just overall good health and changing your life so that you can use food as medicine?
Last minute thoughts is, let's see. I guess what I can say is trust the process. Trust the process. It's be patient. Be patient with yourself. Have grace with yourself. Pray, meditate, and just change the water in your life. Change your water and change your life. I think that helps a lot for people who have busy schedules and may not be able to have all the things that they need to have, And another thing is walk around with a blender of some sort in your travels. So you can put things together, blend it up, and go.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing all of that. Let's move on to There's Another Way to Do That. This segment is called There's Another Way to Do That, where I teach you how to modify recipes based on my restrictions. But for season 2, I'm modifying recipes inspired by my guest. And today, Funmilayo, please tell me all about Gamazio.
Yes, Gamazio is basically sesame seeds that's toasted, and you add salt and you blend it in a blender, in a seed grinder, and you sprinkle it on everything. And sesame seeds are high in protein, high in calcium, potassium. It's a wonderful, wonderful condiment that's also nutritious.
What is something that people get wrong when they try to create it or when they buy it?
Well, I would say if you're going to buy sesame seeds, make sure they're organic. Make sure that the seeds aren't sprayed. Make sure they're just get organic. So that it's not GMO, genetically modified. That would be the only thing I could think of. And then you can get the black sesame seeds or you can get the regular sesame seeds. I like the black one, but the regular ones are fine too.
And what the benefits of it are? Protein, it's a nice seasoning. What are some of the benefits of it?
It's protein, nice seasoning. It adds a nice texture and flavoring to your food. And it feels good.
Oh, good. I love this.
Yes.
And how do you think I will do when I create this?
I think you're going to do fine. You're going to do fine. I mean, I sent you like everything that you should be able to make it very easily. And I want to see what the result is. You got to let me know.
Yes. You'll be giving commentary right along with me. So you'll be able to tell me if I didn't do something right. So it'll be fantastic. I cannot wait to make this. So Thank you. Thanks for even sharing this with me because
Absolutely.
I've never heard of it,
You
and
never
I
heard
was
of
just
it?
like, wow, what a nice thing to incorporate into your diet.
Wow. I'm surprised you never heard of it though.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Wow. So that's good to find out something new, huh?
Yeah, it really is. We'll be back with Shondalia's Inside Scoop after this month's There's Another Way to Do That cooking segment. Let's get into it. Funmilayo, she loves gamazio. I've actually never had gamazio, or maybe I have and I just didn't know. So I'm going to make my very own gamazio. Now, I actually made a little bit of chicken for this to go on top of when we finish. And I'm going to make some sauteed spinach, but you can actually put gamazio pretty much on anything. Oh, now I taste it. This is Shondalia's Inside Scoop, where my life is a trivia question. You've heard of food trivia, but this gets personal. Let's see if you can guess what's true. The game is simple. I'll ask you 3 questions in regards to my own personal health and wellness or things that I like, and you'll let me know how well you know me based on how you answer. So let's get into that. Okay, Funmi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, question number 1. Why did I start my There's Another Way to Do That cooking segment? A, to learn to cook. B, to teach people how I modify recipes. C, to try recipes I've never heard of. Or D, to get a hosting gig.
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yes. A, to learn to cook.
Okay.
B, to teach people how I modify food based on my restrictions. C, to try recipes I've never heard of. Or D, to get a hosting gig.
All right. The answer is B.
Yes, you are correct, Funmi. Yes, that's exactly why I started it, because I had to learn how to modify recipes based on my restrictions. I already knew how to cook. I've been cooking since I was 5 years old.
All right, that's a good thing. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mama. That's exactly what it was. Daddy taught me survival foods. Mama taught me how to cook for real. And then my auntie, of course, she also taught me some nice little dishes.
Awesome.
Okay, question number 2. Do I love to cook, or do I do it out of necessity? Yes or no?
You do it out of necessity.
That is incorrect. I love to cook. I love it, Funmi.
Okay.
I do it out of necessity as well. That's why I cook so much. But I actually really love cooking.
You do love to cook anyways. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I got that from my mom, honestly. She loves to cook, and I was fortunate enough to grow up with her cooking all the time. So I took on that little bug.
Okay. Well, we have something in common. I love to cook too. So.
You do?
Oh, are you kidding me? Yes.
I love it.
I
love learning about new stuff, and
it's my love
like,
language.
Is it? Yeah, food is my love language too.
If I love people, I cook for you.
Yes. Oh, this is good. Okay, one more question.
Okay.
You're doing great. Last question. Fill in the blank. Take care of your body so it can take care of you, or you'll be dealing with a lot of blank.
Shit.
Hey, she got it correct. Funmi. That's right. That's my slogan for my podcast. Yeah, you got to take care of your body so you can take care of you, or you will be dealing with a lot of shit.
That's right.
That's what it is.
And you better go and shit a lot of times so you don't have to deal with a lot of shit.
Exactly. Multiple meanings. Look, she gets it. Funmi, you did great. You almost were a winner. This is fantastic. Oh man, I got to give you like partial credit.
Okay.
So Funmi was almost ready to take a bite out of my story. She was actually really, really close, halfway there. Oh. Thank you so much for playing Shondalia's Inside Scoop. Let's wrap this thing up. I I hope that this episode has taught you about how you can heal your body through food, just with that diet and all the details on detoxing, fasting, and your poo. This is very important. All of it is so important. So hopefully you can go throughout the next year or right now and start a whole new life for yourself. Like I always say, take care of your body so it can take care of you, or you're going to be dealing with a lot of shit. Funmilayo, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you being on the podcast, sharing all your knowledge, and it's just been amazing.
It has been really awesome. I'm having so much fun. I've had so much fun. And definitely check me out and connect with me at cooktolive health on IT. And my website is www.cooktolive. And that would be my website to check me out. And I'm really excited and would love to hear from you all.
Yes. Thank you again for being here. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
This has been I Can't Eat Shit podcast. Thank you so much for watching, listening. I truly appreciate you all. If you like what you saw and or heard today, go ahead and like, share, subscribe I Can't Eat Shit podcast on YouTube or wherever you stream your podcast. If you watch me, there's bonus material. There's another way to do that. My full cooking segments where I teach you how to modify recipes based on my restrictions. They're oh so good, so make sure you check them out. You can also check me out on Instagram at I Can't Eat Shit Podcast or at Shondalia White. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. I Can't Eat Shit! I Can't Eat Shit podcast is not a replacement for a medical professional. If you need help, seek out a trained medical professional, nutritionist, or therapist to help you with your specific needs.